I am streaming. Hello everybody! Hello everybody and welcome! Sorry, OBS was being like super slow and making my camera very blurry for a moment, so I was very like going, is it gonna do the thing? Is it gonna work? Hello everybody! We're in a slightly different position, aren't we? You may or may not notice that things have changed around a little bit. That's actually partially why there was no news this week, is because we were moving things. I know, kind of strange that we just did a studio tour and then we decided to move things, but you know, that is what happened.
Just making sure everything is okay.
Absolutely.
You can ignore me.
Okay, cool. I will ignore you then. I don't like ignoring you though. You're
Ignore me!
Okay, fine. Alright, let me just get some music started for myself. You guys should have music going.
Yeah,
Please do let me know if it's good. Hello there to Henry, to Daniel, to Dan, to Havman, to Jameson. Hello, hello, hello.
I didn't actually look at how this camera angle was looking. Oh yeah.
That was
What?
my song, right as you said that, started with a scream because it's Sweet But Psycho, and it freaked me out a little bit. And no, it looks great. I had to play around a little bit with the blinds to get them in a good position where it wasn't completely blowing out and making it look like a nuclear explosion was going off behind me, but I think we got it working.
Because your office is so dark.
It is. I need to get some, like... I want to get at least one of those tall lights that we have in your office, or in our office, I guess now, and put it in the hobby room. Maybe scooting like that over and putting it in that corner or something.
Yeah. We did something that like flooded against that wall.
Yeah, we need something to like brighten up the space a little bit, because when I'm streaming and stuff, I can't really have the windows open, and if I'm not streaming, then I do. I just have the windows open and I just let full sunlight come in and it's quite bright. But like I can't do that because again, it looks like an explosion's going off behind me. Hello everybody. How are we doing today? Is everybody having a good Friday? Yeah, it's Friday. I have a very specific task today. You see, tomorrow, I'm going to my local game store and I'm going to be participating in a combat patrol tournament. And I have had these delightful NIDs just half finished for ages. Now, there is a portion of them, like majority of them are done. The majority of the combat patrol is done because majority of the termagants are done and my alpha is done. So I would say like the vast majority of them are. But I do have like 4 little termagants here that need a couple of metallic details actually done on them. I have a couple of barbgants that need some feet painted up. So we'll be working on those. And then the main task actually, outside of like these, also just need a little bit of metallic details on them. Actually, why are you here? Oh, he needs a little bit of green detail on him. So green, metallics, feet, and then like actual basing material. So we're probably going to do that, actually get the basing material on now, let it dry, and then come back to their feet. And then the same thing with this guy. He's the real problem. My psychophage is the real problem. I have neglected to paint any of the accessories on the model. So we're going to do this up as a Blood Angel arm. Oh, you guys can't see it. Hold on. That little thing. There we go. Up as a Blood Angel arm. We got some rebar here, so we'll paint that up with some metallics. I think I've already done the majority of the, like, purple stuff, so that's good. And then we need to, of course, base this and do up the rock details, which I added a couple extra because, I don't know, he just felt like the base felt a little empty to me, so I wanted to put a few more rocks in there. So I added one here, I added one here, and I really, really like it. The problem is, Sarah Games, is we don't own the space, and I am not going to install track lighting and then have to pay for, like, filling in all that. Like, I don't want to leave it. Like, I'd want to take it with me. And if we owned the place, absolutely. Absolutely. Like, if I actually owned this space, I would totally put track lighting in. I'd put it along the ceiling. That would be great. I would love it. But unfortunately, we're renting. So, not something I can do. Unless there's, like, an easy way to do it where it's not going to, like, damage the walls. Or be, like, a super, super easy remove. Jameson, that's great! Lovely to be cleaning up a hobby space. I think that's great for refreshing it, making it so that you can work in it a little bit better. Awesome. Alex, hello, hello. Lovely to have you here as well. I hope you're doing well today, Alex. The music's fine? Okay, thank you, Henry. Ooh, Oh, damn, how exciting. I love being able to get out of work early. Especially when I used to work retail. Oh, man. Oh, man, I'm sure you guys may or may not know, depending on what you do. All right, so the first thing I want to do is I want to get some texture paint specifically on these two and let them start to dry. I'm going to then pop over to the Psychophage and take care of at least the Space Marine arm. I'm not really caring so much about making sure the stones are painted before I put the texture paint down, but I do want to make sure the arm is painted. Because I just feel like that's going to be better. So let's do texture paint and then move on to the Psychophage. That is the plan. Hello, Tarantula Hollow. Welcome. Yeah, unfortunately, like, if I had... Like I said, if I owned the space, I'd be installing things into the wall a lot. It's actually one of the reasons I haven't even put up as many artwork pieces as I normally would. It's because, like, I just don't want to... deal with taking it down. Having to fill in all those holes as much. Although I have found command strips have been actually working pretty well for me, as long as the piece isn't too heavy. Even if it's large, you can still get some pretty decent stuff. It just has to be within the weight. Alright, let's get this texture paint down. We're going to try not to dilly-dally too much today, because we do... I mean, I have some more additional time, but I do want to get one more practice game in with these guys, so I don't want the bases to be wet still. Okay. Tomorrow, there probably won't be a stream because I'll be at the tournament. Depends on when the tournament is. I can't remember now, actually, what time it starts. Starts at 10:30 a.m. So yeah, no stream tomorrow. Just FYI. But I probably will be taking pictures while I'm there, so if you want to check in and see what I'm doing, you should follow me on Instagram. Or Facebook, I guess they go there too, but if you want to be able to respond and have me see it, go to Instagram, because I do not take comments or anything on the Facebook page. I need one that I don't focus on, and that's the one I chose. Alright, this is going along super well. Oh wow, a commercial driver sounds like it might be a tough, like, gig. Just, I don't know, I really, like, I can't be on the road that long. I will fall asleep. Like, it just, the motion of the car driving will, over time, just make me super lethargic feeling. So I don't think I could ever do that job. Kudos to you for having the, like, stamina to do that. I don't disagree that retail can be very soul draining. You can have some good retail. I think it depends on, like, what store you're at, but if you're at a big corporation, yeah, absolutely. I've not really worked at like, I have been very fortunate where I've not had to work for, like, one of the really big corps. I've actually, I would say, like, I would describe most of the retail that I've worked as boutique retail, or, like, specialty retail, because it's always either involved picture framing, like the actual framing of artwork, jewelry sales, or board game sales. So none of those are your standard retail experience, for sure. Gosh, yes, I love this color scheme. I based it off of Maleficent from Disney. Not the live action version, but like her classic look, which has a lot more green and purple in it. Because the more modern one, like the live action one, they really just lean into the black of her outfit. And it's like, I mean, yeah, she's got black outfit, but she's also got cool purple flames and just is a general badass. So can we please focus on that? Not that I'm saying I dislike black colorings, because I do. I am a goth at heart, but I like my goth to have a little bit more color to him, and I feel like they took her color away from her when they put her in live action. The art of nudging texture paint around. Is it not a beautiful process? No, it's not specifically. It is a Blackcraft cult hat, as you can see as I lean in dramatically. And it says believe in yourself. Because you should believe in yourself. But it is a pentagram. And Blackcraft Cult does make a lot of devil-themed products, being a alternative goth brand. If you're unfamiliar with them. If you are, I apologize for the spiel. I don't know why, but this guy's feet are being like... I don't know, they're making me more nervous. That's why we got so quiet for a moment. Sorry about that. I was just very focused on being like, don't touch anything that you shouldn't nudge it towards, Angela. Go. There we go. Got the little section that was being a bit of a butt. Now I just want to flatten that.
Have you told them how your Tyranids kicked my ass?
No, but I will tell them instead about how your Necrons kicked my ass yesterday.
Yeah,
Good
but
Lord.
I didn't tell you to talk about that one. I told you to talk about the game before, where you whooped my ass.
Okay,
with a strategically brilliant maneuver
that I was
in the
coached
final
on.
round.
That I was coached on in the final round by my opponent, who was, in fact, Chaos Cultist, the Necron player. Yes, I did in fact win my first game because I was able to bring my Termagants back in and claim some points last minute. That definitely got me above where Chaos Cultist was, and I had the second turn, so I ended the game and scored last. So that worked out really well for me.
You are a magnificent storyteller. Let me paint you the picture. The Necron tomb world has been invaded by the hive swarm of the Queen herself. They descend on us in waves. We fight them off with grim efficiency, and by grim efficiency, I mean I think we lost one man.
Yeah, I really do. It was like one dude.
Yeah, dude, Necron regeneration. I only lost one model.
Both games, you lost very few models because of your
I lost 10 in the second one.
Is that how many you ended up losing?
Yes.
Was 10? Okay. Oh, that's right, because I did actually kill the squad. That's right.
However,
Yes. However,
distracted by the incoming swarm, the Necron's command protocols did not consider what was going on, and outflanked. The objectives were claimed by swarms of gaunts unforeseen by the Necrons, allowing for them to seize the day.
It's true.
AKA, I didn't think about wiping out a squad would allow her to bring a squad in from reserves on the very final turn and just grab an objective at the end of round 5 because she went second.
Yep, that's pretty much what happened.
I think my story was...
Your story was so much better.
It was a little better.
It was so much better. It had so much more drama to it. Yeah, big box retail, in my experience, not the best, Dan. But yeah, I was lucky and I had boutique retail, which was still, trust me, had its moments of soul crushing. And like especially just from my perspective, the one that was the most soul crushing of the 3 was actually the framing shop, because that was owned by Michaels, the big art supply store brand. So that one had elements of big box store in there, of, corpo coming down and being like, blah, 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 you need to do this. We don't give a fuck about your, like, actual customer base and, like, what their needs may or may not be. We are deciding we sell this and this is the style currently, blah. So, had a little bit of that, but not much. Treasure Hall, that would be extremely cool to open your own private exotic zoo. Very cool. I hope your dream comes true as well. I know, right? The Necrons are so good at just returning to life dramatically. All right, so we are done with, oh my god, I just got dried paint all over the place. Okay, well, next time, close that over top of... Ooh, did I stick it? All right, let me clean this for a second. Okay, make sure that the lid is more clean the next time that you do this, Angela, because wow, you let so much dirt material just like cake and dry on that, and it's really making it difficult. What? No, I'm fine. I'm just complaining to myself.
Oh, no, I only asked oh, yeah. I had, there was a...
Did you have a spill?
No, I didn't have a spill, but I had a day the other day when I was trying to base my Eldar with that stuff, where I had to, like, take a hammer and, like, lightly hit around the edge, because I could not muscle the lid off.
Got it. Do you know... Oh, is it still upstairs, that little trash can?
Do you know the way to Santa Fe? What?
I do know the way to Santa Fe, actually. Yeah, I have a GPS.
Do you know the way to Carnegie?
I could use a GPS probably for that, too.
No, it's practice.
Oh, then no.
What do you need?
Do you know where I put that that little garbage can that I bought recently to put in here?
The little one? Oh.
Is it still upstairs? Because that's what I...
don't know where you put it.
Okay.
Oh, you just carried the alcohol.
Yeah, I think I did. Thank you! I need to do a little bit of cleanup before we continue. I got dried basing material everywhere. Oh my god, that's so staticky. Get off. Just... Okay, so I watched... You see this line? Hold on, let me see if I can get it on. Okay, hold on, I can't. You see that line? It was like static rising up. Get off my man. There we go. Excellent. Oh, thank you. Excellent. Nice. We're good. We're good. You know what? The camera position actually works really well, and I was kind of hoping this was going to be it, because now you can really see your text super well because it's black. It gives it a nice black background a little bit. I like it.
I was also just hoping this would be a little more... I don't know, you had a big open room behind you before.
I really did.
A little more interesting to see you turn around and grab stuff.
Oh yeah, no, I'm actually loving having the paints behind me. Not specifically because they're like behind me or anything, but they're at a lower level, which makes grabbing everything easier. And it means I also have so much more space to now work with on the desk itself.
Yeah.
So I can, like, especially when I'm doing Lego builds in here or something, or doing, like, that's going to be so nice because I'll be able to push the pieces out further, and it's going to be so great.
I assume we do not need this.
No, we don't. It's trash. I just haven't moved it yet. Whoa, that is awesome. 80 different species already? Dang. Paint crud, yeah. Did I actually order those new brushes? Oh, shit. Oh no, did I leave paint in this? Alright, hold on, I gotta get, some soap. Alright, we're gonna do a little bit of brush cleaning, and I'm gonna tell you guys why I love this soap so much. So unfortunately, it looks like I may have forgot to wash my brush yesterday when I finished up tomorrow's painting tutorial and was rimming the base, because it looks like I have a little bit of black paint in the bristles of my favorite Tamiya brush. Unfortunate. I'm going to go ahead and dip this thing in a little bit of water, and this... Let me get it so we're... There we go. So this is the... Hold on, let me get the lid real quick so I can show you the actual name, because I always forget because it's kind of a long name. This is the Masters Brush Cleaner and Preserver. This cleans oil paints, watercolors, acrylics, stains, which I assume also probably means inks, out of your brushes.
It chops, it dices, it makes julienne fries!
Exactly. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. You know what I should do? For like April Fools or something, I should do a mock Billy...
you go Billy Mitchell. I was thinking you should get a giant mustache.
Yeah.
And do like,
a snake oil?
An 1870s snake oil.
I mean, to be fair, this has the perfect text for that. Okay, fine, I'll do that.
Honestly, you know what it always reminds me of?
Also, is that backwards? Oh, it is. Can you?
No, we have it picked backwards because the camera's upside down.
Oh, okay, that's why. Alright, but what I'm gonna do...
If we flip it, then your hands will come in the opposite direction of reality.
I see.
You understand?
I do understand. Alright, so the great thing about this...
But seriously, doesn't it look like the freaking hair wax
yes.
that, George Clooney's character in Oh Brother, where Arthur was obsessed with?
Yes, it does.
That's what it always makes me think of.
Yes, it does. So what the nice thing about this stuff is it can really actually very much clean the brushes. Now, unfortunately, I do think this one's been damaged a little bit, which is why I'm probably going to, literally on stream here in a second, focus. No, focus. Go order 2 more of these brushes, because I have been abusing the shit out of this brush, and Chaos Cultist has been abusing the shit out of this brush. What? You have to! You've been using it a lot! Okay, well, I abuse it, and use it also a lot. But, the nice thing is this soap really, really does a good job of just getting rid of that caked-in material. So if you have accidentally left a brush with paint in it, you can recover it. Don't put it in that one. The main thing that you want to keep in mind with this stuff. 1, I have 2 separate jars of it. This is my bigger jar. I have a smaller jar that I do not put dirtied brushes into at all, because this stuff can actually be left in the bristles of the brush once it's been cleaned, and it can help maintain the points on your brushes. The thing that you need to remember is to rinse it before you use it again if you do that. Because if you don't, then you're about to put soap into your paint, which will affect it weird and possibly make it not stick to your models. I know that from experience. So if you're cleaning them like mid-thing, you also just want to really make sure that you're getting all of that soapy material out. But this should, and I'm going to wash it again, like I'm going to go rinse it in a sink real quick. But this should be now good to use, at least for our NIDs. But you can kind of see I have been using it so much, and I think that was in there for at least 24 hours, that this unfortunately has taken a bit of a beating and is starting to fray some of its bristles, which is unfortunate, but I'm gonna order a new one. I'm back. It's rinsed out. I really like this brush preserver and cleanery. I'm glad you guys have heard of it. It's good stuff. Okay, let's go ahead and first, very quickly, because I thought I had ordered them already. Actually, I can check real quick. What you made me do? What you made me. All right, let's see. Let's go to my Amazon app. Well, there's nothing in my cart. Orders. Did I already place this order? Because I know I was thinking about it. I knew that this brush was getting just old in general. I've been using it for ages. My internet's running so slowly. Alright, it's fine. I'll just put that over there where you guys can't see it. And we'll get to work. Alright, the first thing that I want to do is I want to paint this arm of this blood angel, and that means I need some black Templar and some red. Yeah! Well, I'm glad that I'm making a difference with my videos. Are you asking me if I'm going to be building some more scale models? Because yes, I have some planned. In fact, I had a vote. You may have missed it from when you joined, potentially. I don't know. I can't remember when you became a member, Alex. But I did actually have a vote recently on both my Patreon Discord as well as for YouTube members on what tank they want to see me build next and build and paint next. And the winner was the Martyr 3. So I will be working on some more scale models soon, if that is what you are meaning. All right, let's gently paint this hand. Pretty impressed with how clean I was on that, actually. I don't think I did too much cleanup on it, but he doesn't have too much pink overflow, which is great. Now let's just make sure I don't get too much red on the pink that I've already painted, especially since he's got all those nice little teeth. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and do all of that over in red just because it's blood. We'll put a little bit of like maybe blood effects on there to differentiate it, or just a darker blood tone. But for now, we're just not gonna be super cautious. Alright, that's looking great. Need to do a little bit more there. And that's probably just the underside. Now, I haven't technically glued him into place yet. However, I'd prefer not to have to pull him out because it was kind of a pain to get him in. So we're going to try to do this without taking him off the base. But if we have to, the option is there. Alright, I need a little bit more paint. A tonk? What's a tonk? Is that like a type of tank? Or is it like a brand? Is that a car? Tonka? Like a truck?
Wait, are you asking about Tonka or Tonks?
No, not Tonks. T-O-N-K. Tonk.
Oh, a Tonk.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you use stonk to buy.
What are you talking about?
So, like, sometimes you got your, like, Dogecoin, right?
Yeah.
And you gotta liquidate your Dogecoin because the market's falling out of that
Okay,
shit.
I don't think
so
that's...
then you take the Dogecoin and you turn that into some monies.
Okay.
But then you want your monies to grow, right? So you put your monies into the stonks. And then after a period of time that may or may not be less than 5 years, you cash out of those stonks. And then if you're a man's man, you can invest those stonks into a tonk.
I see.
I think it's a derby way of saying tank.
I see. No, it's a game.
Well, I don't care. I like my idea.
It's a free
better.
tabletop game, but you gotta make your own tonk. What? Okay, that still doesn't explain to me what the fuck a tonk is.
I explained it fine.
Josh has a hobby, says it's not cryptocurrency.
I know.
Like, is it just a different way to say tank? Or is it a specific type of vehicle? Or is it like snack, where it's just, like, is that what it is? Is it like snack? Alright, I think this is almost done except for the black of his joints. Alright, we'll have to do that later. Does it stand for something? Like, is it meant to be an acronym? Well, Josh, I understand it's a cool game and it's free. Okay, thank you. I was like, but goddammit, tell me what a tonk is. It's a little tank called a tonk. That sounds adorable. Oh my god. Thank god that was not open yet. You're not open yet, are you?
I just, like, ran halfway to get paper towels.
Oh, thank goodness. Okay. I'm sorry. I was shaking it and it just slipped. Like,
I'm gonna drive over you with a tonk.
You're driving over me with a tonk now.
Tonka tough.
Because it's Tonka tough. Excellent. Made out of anything you have laying around. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. God, yeah, I need to... Oh. Hey. Okay, my thing loaded so I can... Okay, I have not ordered it, so let me just order this real quick. Tamiya. What? I am working! I'm working on buying supplies! And I'm streaming! Hello! Tamiya? No, not brush. Pro number 1. There you are! God, you're an expensive little brush. I wonder if I can can I get it directly from Tamiya for cheaper, I wonder? Straight up killing, straight up villain. Nope, it actually looks like it is slightly cheaper on Amazon. Yep, MSRP 32 on their normal site. I'll probably get it faster this way too. Alright, let's do it. I don't know why it closed my page again. Stupid program. Stupid billionaire jerk. I'm multitasking. Hello, Skatercast, welcome. Yeah, we're painting some bugs today because I have to get them done for my gosh darn tournament tomorrow. Like, we're making progress. I've got some red on this arm. We put some texture paint down on 2 of the boys, which is great because that was needed. Please add 1 more. I would like 2 of them in my cart. Thank you. texture paint under my nails. Jeez. All right, got 2 of those. Let me please proceed to checkout. I would like my brushes to be delivered. Yes, that is the correct address. What's today's date? Today is the 2nd. They're going to not be here for a little while, but that's okay. February 8th. It's not that bad, but... Confirm that you are gonna send me... Thank you. Alright, did it. I ordered some new brushes. Let's keep painting. Let's not throw the paint bottle this time. Oh my god, I did just nearly tap it and knock it over again. Thankfully, it wouldn't have been on the floor, but it's fine. Clearly, I'm having a day. Oh, okay, cool. I'll check that out then. That's great. Oh, there's a little bit of red that I just noticed that I missed, so we'll paint that in a second. But for now, let's get this... his little joint. Oh, I got a little black on the paint. No, no, no. No, no, no. There we go. Fixed it. Alright. That's taken care of. I'm just gonna dab it one more time with like a tiny amount of color because it's gone a little grayer than I want. There we go. And a little dabby dab dab there where I missed a spot. There we go. Alright, and then I'm seeing, and I'm going to leave him literally sitting down like this because I think it's going to be easier for me to reach it. But we need to... Oh yeah. Completely missed that. Oh, I also missed apparently a part of his mandibles or whatever. Oh, that also actually should be a little bit black. Because that's also part of his shoulder joint. That's been ripped out of the socket. Oh yeah, by my little bug boy. Alright, that is great. Let's get that pink that we missed, because I just saw that and I don't want to forget it. That'd be shameful. Vulpus pink it is. I think that's what I used on this. Ooh, we'll find out. Alright, there we go. Wonderful. Hope I just found one other section of pink that I missed. Why we're going back over things, everybody. My arm is right next to the pot. Don't wiggle it too much. There we go. Alright, that looks better. Now, we can throw some texture paint on him. After we make sure all of our paints are closed. And then we put them away so that they don't clutter my desk. Because that's something I'm trying to be better about. We want to keep the space clean so we can keep using it. Hey, Ivan, welcome. Nice. Oh, very cool. You've organized all your model train stuff. That's great. Alright, let's get this texture paint back out. And our brush that we were using for it. And we're going to start spreading this stuff around. I'm going to clean out probably the rest of what's in the lid. Maybe not all at once, like I was hoping, but... Or I'm also going to get rid of that. I just saw a hair go into it. And by hair, I mean hairs from my cat. How'd that get there? Who knows? Their fur flies everywhere. That's how. Is it in the house? Yeah, it probably exists covered in fur. As the cats like to do. Hello, Chipster! Welcome! It has been a while. Hope you're doing well, sir. Alright, let's get this on, and we'll start spreading it around. There we go. Now we can start sort of encasing stones in the same dirt color tone. We'll put a wash over top them, or just like a base coat of color, probably Basilicanum Gray. Maybe actually we'll do black. We'll do Black Templar. I think that's what I did on the Alpha's base. And then once we've done that, we can start dry brushing, which we'll need to be a little bit careful about because our boy is still, you know, on here, but it should be okay. I'm not too worried. Trying to create some interesting textures in the dirt. Also keeping in mind potentially where his, like, feet may have made, like, a... Well, I guess it's gonna end up being, like, volcanic earth, so it's pretty hard, so he probably isn't making an impression. So it doesn't matter. Alright, a little bit more from the lid, which I think I'm gonna try to deposit right there. Does the rain come back? Or I feel like my light's going behind me. Alright. We gotta start taking from the pot itself. Not a problem, though. There we go. It's looking good. Let's just go around here. And then I think I did get a little bit on one of his claws. So we're going to go, yep. All right, we're going to use some water to clean that up. Okay, we still want some texture under there. There we go. That's a bit better. I think we still need to do a little bit of cleanup. We'll come back to that in a second. After I move some more paint around before I rinse my brush. Try not to lose too much of the texture paint to the water, you know? I'll definitely want to change my water before we continue on with other colors too. Alright. Oh shit, I just moved more onto it. Hold on. We're gonna use our smaller brush. There we go. Okay, it's cleaning up. Thought it might. I apologize. I know you guys probably can't see the section I'm working in because it's on, like, it's underneath his butt. You can kind of, I think, see it. All right, there we go. Cleaned up. Switch back to our crappier brush to keep moving paint around. Especially since we have a big glob over here. Okay, that's looking good. Let's spread this big glob over. God, this stuff works so well. It's just so easy and fun to like spread around. I'm not gonna lie. I think I need to switch angles. Let's go over here. Nope, I have not repainted the Psychophage at all. He is exactly as we painted him previously. He's just getting basing material now and getting some finishing details because I have a tournament tomorrow and I must finish these guys. Alright, let's get another little glob. Continue to press this stuff around. Alright, that's looking good. That's awesome! Very cool, what a great gift! Personalized stuff like that can be very fun. Alright, let's get a bit more. It's almost done and we can let it dry. I'm gonna save the Space Marine arm for last because that's where I want to be the most careful about where I get paint. Some of these other things I'm not as like concerned if the dirt texture goes up it at all, especially the rocks, because it'll help blend it in ultimately. And some of these like growths that they've put down, but the arm I really want it to look like it's above the rock, so we'll want to be careful with that. Alright, there we go. Alright, that's looking good. I'm coming back over here because I noticed there's a little bit of like, kind of looks like I didn't put paint, even though I think I did. I just, it was very, very small amount. Yeah, that fits in better. Very thin, very thin. Alright, that is good. Scrape off there so we're not wasting stuff. Spread it around. Awesome, alright. Switch back over here to this last little section we got. See ya, Ivan. Hope you have a good rest of your day. There we go. Move some of this around the arm. Push that up there. Really, that looked like it was floating a little bit. In like a weird way, not in a natural way. Alright. Smidge more there. Okay, cool. That looks good. Let's take care of this section by the arm. It's taking a while, but it is looking pretty darn good, isn't it? I also think it's going to really help just keep his vibrancy popping out, you know? Because it's so dark. Which was the goal I was going for. I actually really liked them with the just black base. But of course I wanted to have some texture. Alright, let's gently nudge. Alright, a little bit more on this side. And I think we'll be good. Yeah, that's looking good. Oh, I don't like the way that kind of protrudes. There we go, that's better. Just felt kind of harsh. Anywhere else where we were feeling some harshness in our... Maybe there. Alright, cool. I think that is swell. Just doing a quick visual inspection. A little bit nudge there. Okay, hold on. All right. Okay, cool. Now I'm happy. He's going off screen to dry because, good lord, he needs to dry. I'm also going to take a short break now that we're nearing 2 o'clock to first clean my water so that I am not dipping my brush with like normal paints into it onto dirtied water with dirt material in it. And also because I want a snack. Oh, Heaven, thank you so much for the $2 tip. I appreciate you, sir. You are, as always, wonderful. Yes, I have used the, I've used one of the blackest black paints, previously, because somebody that I knew... So my coworker back when I worked at Games of Berkeley... Her partner, I think, studio, like his game development studio, he was in the art department, and they ordered some of it, and she was able to bring some of it to the game store, and a couple of us, we actually did a paint night with it. When you bought in, you got a little thing of the ultra black paint, and I don't actually know if I've ever used it. I think I still have it somewhere, but I don't know if I actually ever used it, because I was a little... hesitant to, because I wanted to really find like a good model that was worthy of like having that pitch blackness. But I don't think it like I don't know if it would work really well on miniatures long term because I think it would flake off because it's kind of fuzzy looking. It's how they get that matte, that's such a deep matte color tone. All right, give me like 5 minutes, folks. I'll be right back, and then we'll continue working on our NIDs. Hello, Pontes. Welcome. And Chipster, let's see. You used it on the cloak of your ring wraith, and it looked amazing. That's really cool. Very, very cool. All right, let's get this back over here. This back over here. So the next thing that I want to do, while some things are still drying, are taking care of a couple of details that need to be metallic. For this, I think I'm just gonna honestly grab whatever the first metallic I see is, which is probably gonna be lead belted. Nope, I'm pulling a bunch of browns. Where are my metallics? They're over here. I forgot. Yeah, let's just do basic lead belcher. Ah, here it is. Yeah, so I have some right here. This is the blackest black paint. I have no idea if this stuff is still wet. It is not. It has dried to a crisp. Oh, that one's a little wet still. But this one is definitely not. That one's dry. Well, see, that's what it looks like for those of you that want to know what the blackest black paint looks like. It doesn't want to focus on it. It's so black. Please, camera? Fascinating. It's actually having a really hard time. I go on my hand. Oh, I'm an idiot. Never mind. It's not having a hard time at all. I'm just stupid. There you go. That's what it looks like when it's dried. It's super pitch black. Look how deep that is. This is it in the middle of drying. Out. Oh, I'm sure I'll have plenty of fun. Let's see. Are these other two wet still? That one's kind of wet. Nope. So one of them dried on each side and one of them stayed kind of wet on each side. Interesting. I wonder if the side that dried out is the one that we had played around with and the one that did not is the one we never played around with. Who knows? But regardless, it's very dark black. All right, let's go ahead. And I did bring some more water out. Good. Get some of this lead belcher on to my palette. Maybe not stick my arm with my sleeve into some wet paint. That would be good. Get my headphones back on so that I can listen to some music. All right. I believe. Okay, he has some purple details that need to be done. So purple. Ah, you are one of the guys that needs some metallics. Cool, as I just smeared metallic paint all over the side of my brush, or my palette. I'm just having a day, aren't I, guys? Aren't I? I'm just having a day. It's fine. Alright. It's a bunch of little like pieces of like rebar and steel. So I figured a little bit of lead belcher to help it stand out, especially since we got so many nice muted dark tones already in the base. Alright, there we go. Looks good. Let's get the inner edge on this side. Alright, there we go. The tops. There we go. And then finally this other side and the inner on the first side that we did. Nice, very cool. There we go. That's looking great. I may not even have to wash these. Alright, there we go. Looks good. Looks very good. Alright, he's done. He needs purple. You guys, you need green. So purple and green. You need some silver, though, if I recall. Yes, because you got this, like, thing that reads as not rock to me. Do you guys think this is a rock? Or a piece of steel? I guess it could be a rock, right? Yeah, it might just be a stone, isn't it? What do you guys think? Stone? And therefore I'll leave it just like this because it's meant to be black stone just like the ground? Or do you think it's steel? It looks like a rock to you? Alright. I'll wait for a couple other people to chime in. Why not both? Well, because I need to choose a color for it. That's why. Like, basically, I'm asking myself, do I need to paint this or not? Because it could be just done. That's the main thing that we're asking. That's why I'm asking. Because I'm trying to decide whether or not I need to put more paint on it. Because to me, at first, I thought it was like a piece of bent steel. But the more that I look at it, it kind of just looks like a jagged piece of rock. Which would make more sense, because there's not really like that much steel on most of these guys. So I think it is rock. So I'm going to say he's done. Which also means that this guy is done. And this one is not. So this one has some rock with some rebar sticking out of it. Let me show you. Come on, you can do it. See, it's got a little piece of rebar sticking out of it. So I do think it's meant to be a rock. Ooh, sorry, it's off screen. All right, that one's done. Got one more with a little piece like that. So the sun clears and shines brightly exactly where I need to paint. There we go. Alright, that looks good. Okay, so that means that that guy's done. He's already done. He's already done. That guy's now done. Alright, I do know Big Boy has some metal pieces, so I'm gonna carefully... Is that also part of the Space Marine body? You know, I don't actually know if I've looked... Let me look at the box art for this thing. Oh, I forgot to do an ad on Instagram. God dang it. Hold on, let me do that too. Or did I? Oh, I did! Hey, I didn't forget at all. What was I doing? I was looking at the picture of the psychophage. 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 Alright. How does games work? Yes, I understand. It's your new stupid site. I accept your cookies! Okay, they just have it as a piece of steel. Good, that's what I thought it was. But there was like a little X mark thing that made it look kind of like it was supposed to be a fleshy arm or leg or something, which doesn't make sense. Why would the Space Marine be naked? But, you know, I don't know. Maybe the Nid stripped him of his armor before he tried to consume him. The blackish stone of the planet? Okay. I think I'm just gonna go with stone to make my life easy, so there's one less thing I need to paint. That sounds good to me. Alright, let's go ahead and get this little bit of rebar here. There we go. pretty decent. Let's get this little section here. We're gonna be careful because we don't want to get too much silver or lead belcher paint on the bone of his little claw there. There we go. All right, there's that. And then there's my paint. One more thing. There we go, looking good. Yes. Okay. There's a tiny bit there. Okay, that looks good. I haven't messed up any of my basing, and it's drying near the edges. Oop, there's a little bit that I missed there. There we go. All right, and then the last thing we need to take care of is that piece in his beautiful open maw. A little more water on my brush. You know, I don't know if I'm going to give them a glossy shine, not for at least the tournament. Because I kind of feel like I want to do a little bit more work on them afterwards and enhance the highlights. Just because I've been really enjoying that recently. But that may take some time, so. For right now, this is probably going to be it. I don't know, I guess I could paint over the glossy finish. I just don't know what the contrast colors would do over top gloss. Although I guess I could just mix them with opaque paints and get a more traditional painting experience, which would be probably fine over top gloss, wouldn't it? Delicately paint the steel. Alright. Only a few more angles on this particular thing, and I think we'll be done with this color. That is good. Last but not least, go. That's flowing better. I was like, this paint is really not wanting to flow. I did not have enough moisture in my brush. Chips are no problem. We'll see when you get back. All right, that is great. Do I need this color anywhere else? All right, I think that's good. Set him off to the side. Honestly, I might go grab my blow dryer because, okay, we have the green and the purple on the two guys. And then I might grab the blow dryer just so I can get these bases to dry a little bit more so we can actually get them done. Oh my god. Oh my god. I was really anticipating this going a little past when I was going to be streaming, but I think it'll be okay. I think I just need to blow dry their bases a little bit. Okay, let's take care of... I need some gray sear because I have a tiny smidge of cleanup to do. You know what? Administron gray will work fine. And then I will need... Not Leviathan, Luxian purple. That's Mago's purple, Angela. Where is my Luxian purple? Oh, maybe it's up here. No, that's not it. Hello? Purples? Where did all my purples go? Camo Creed, Leviathan, Magos. Crazy? Is it on my desk already? Hello? Where the frack? I will also need Black Templar for his rocks. There it is. Why are you over there? That's not where you belong. I almost pulled the cord out of my headphones. That was where that awkward gasp came from. Striking Scorpion green. Yes, this is the correct green. All right, got our colors we need. Shaking up this Stratum Gray. I actually have my my vortex mixer like handily close by in a stable place that I can now just normally mix things. Isn't that great? Isn't that awesome? It's for both. You use it for setting up, you use it for movement, you use it for measuring your shots. It's used in it's used often in the game. You will definitely need a tape measure, without a doubt. Do not feel inclined if you get into the game and you feel like you need to get one to buy an expensive Games Workshop one. Just buy a normal tape measure. It'll be fine. Hell, if you have one already in a toolbox, just use that. Okay, so what we're doing, let me actually get on camera, is we need to brighten up these a little bit because they need to be green. Do. Alright, that looks good. And then this one actually appears to already be cleaned up, but I'm going to do just a little bit of additional cleaning because this is a dark color tone we're putting on this and I really want it to stand out. Yeah, this is looking great. There's my paint. Gray sear on my gray palette is the hardest thing for me to see because it is almost the same color. It's kind of awkward. I mean, as long as it goes whatever the maximum your ranged weapons are, that's really what you need. Oh, there is some rebar on that side. Okay. It's alright, that's my gray, or my silver paint is still wet. But look at that, there's a little bit of a coiled little beams there. Alright, there we go. That's taken care of. Nice. Alright, let's get some purple on this then. And then we can get to the skeleton horde, because I think I might still go grab my hairdryer. Because I want to be able to dry brush the rest of the bases, because that's really like the last step. Ooh, I just got water on that one. Whoopsie. There we go. Dried. Alright, purple. Okay, let's get this painted. And then we'll get the green painted, actually, because I just realized we haven't done that yet either. We did the cleanup, but we didn't actually paint it. Let's go from this angle and get the inner edge. Get a little bit of that right there. Okay, that is the interior. Let's get the rest of this outside edge. There. Oh yeah. Okay. He is done. Done. Alright, you get over there, because you're... I immediately see a spot that I missed the paint on, of course. Of course I do. Alright, there we go. Fixed it. Alright, now he's done. Where's Green Boy? Where's the boy that needs some green? Well, yeah, I wouldn't maybe suggest taking the ones from your shop, but, unless they are okay with that. They may frown upon you taking their tools. Alright, this boy. That looks good. You guys can see things. Let's dot these with green. And a tiny bit more there. Alright, he's done. Ugh, great. I am now gonna check on this boy. You know what? There's a little bit of detail that I want to pull out a smidge more that I just think I was sloppy about. So let's do one more thing. I'm being super anal about this, but it bothers me, this blend. It needs to be purple. Not green, because it's on top. It's the slimy chitney stuff. And what if somebody at the tournament judges me for my paint job? Can't actually be judged officially for my paint job because I painted it in too long of amount of time for the tournament, and I already had this patrol before I signed up, but that just means I can't win first place. That's okay, though. I'm not really looking to win first place. I just want to have some fun. And actually try a tournament for once because it's been so long. And I've only done some by people I know, and this will not be by somebody I know, so excited. I'm looking forward to it. Okay, I'm just gonna blend that a little bit so I can re-emphasize some of the purple. Yep, there we go. Okay, so once that's dry, put some more purple on it. Close this paint pot. Make sure our purple's closed fully. Okay, and the black is now what we need. Oh, the yellow guns? Thank you. Yeah, I think I may end up going back over their yellow with a little bit of Seraphim Sepia or Reikland Flesh Shade, just to knock them back a little bit, because they're kind of dark right now. Alright, I'm gonna put this on like as gently as I can, so as not to disturb my drying paint, but to then be able to blow dry this and the wash together, and then hopefully be able to start my dry brushing. Which will be how we wrap this group of boys and girls and buggies up. What did I just touch that was wet? Nothing, it was just cold. Okay. Oh, I am a dumbass. I did not prime these rocks. Well, let's see how this works. I'll prime the other one. But it just occurred to me that I don't think I ever primed them. I think I glued them down and just sat them on there. Although the paint does appear to be sticking, interestingly enough. They're resin rocks, too. I'm surprised. We'll see how this dries, I guess. I mean, it kind of seems like the paint stacks are just sticking fine. I guess I could have painted the rocks first and then glued them down, but kind of figured gluing them down would be a better option. There's like a crevice that I'm seeing that I think has a bit of unpainted section, but I think I just got it. Yes, I did. Okay. Let's paint some of the stuff that actually has some primer on it this time. I mean, that seems like it's working fine, but I'm a little worried. All right, let's go ahead and deal with, like, for example, these pieces. These pieces I primed. I'm really impressed. I've only had one spot where I feel like I've noticed the paint lifting up, and I'm not even sure I painted it, so I'm impressed. All right, there we go. That's that rock done. Let's do this big chunk here with its two little sections up top. Okay, there we go. Nice. Get a little bit more paint, maybe a little bit more water too. All right, there we go. There we go. Be gentle, Angela, be gentle. All right, that's looking good. That's the backside on the left taken care of. Whoa. Don't throw it onto the ground, Angela. Don't throw the model onto the ground. All right. Alright, I got a little tiny bit of black on his. Just using a little bit of water to get that up, which we did. Nice, let's get back to the paint. Yee. There we go. Let's make sure we don't miss these edges. And then slide some of this paint down. Nice. Alright, some sort of awkward angle, so I'm sorry if you're seeing like the top of my hat or something like that and nothing on the screen. Let me just get this taken care of. Beautiful. Yep. Oh, never mind. Hold on. One more spot. Apparently I didn't paint any of this side. I didn't realize. I thought I had. Alright. Yeah, that looks great. Okay, we have 2 more things to paint, and considering my other rock seemed like it was fine, I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna put a bunch of black paint on it too. Let's do the one we primed first, and then we'll do that. There we go. You know, for as much as I have actually abused this particular brush, it has lasted me so long. Like, I'm probably still even gonna keep it once my new ones show up. It'll be my, like, I have something that is, maybe I don't want to use the nicer ones on that are fresher. Like this, like when I'm having to go into dirt. Alright. Oh, never mind. I left an entire section over here just unpainted. Do a little bit of cleanup because I got some more black paint on here. Okay, that's working. There we go. Oh, that made it worse. Hold on. Oh, I just made it even worse. Fuck. Damn, that's awesome. Glad your grocery bill was as low as that. Groceries have gotten insanely expensive here. Okay, I think that is good. One final rock, everybody. And I am literally just going to glob some black paint on here. Okay, this is working just as I would hoped. I'm going a little heavy on this because I didn't prime these rocks, and I'm trying to make sure that the color really sticks. So if you're like, wow, she's going hard on that Black Templar with that, that's why. We're going to be dry brushing things, so they'll brighten back up. I'm not worried about if they're super dark. However, I do need to make sure that I get into this sort of awkward crevice back here. Yeah. Alright, maybe from this angle we can get the last bit. Okay. I think we are clear. We can let that dry. I'm definitely going to just go grab my dry brush, or not my dry brush, my blow dryer, and I think we're going to try to dry these a bit more. I'm going to just enhance color a little bit on these small pieces before I go do that. Okay, that's better. There was one little section that felt a little splotchy. All right, cool. Now I'm going to go grab my blow dryer so that we can dry brush these things here in a moment. Get the skeleton horde on those other boys, and then we'll actually be done with these guys. Yeah, approximately 1 GW model. I get that completely. All right, guys, I'll be right back. I'm just going to grab the blow dryer. Excuse me. Alright, guys. I have a problem. I'm going to plug my vortex mixer for a moment. Plug this stupid thing in, because they make the plugs on them so bulky and gross. Alright. Hopefully this isn't too loud for you. And if it is, I'm sorry. But it is a necessity. For I must dry my bases. And we can literally watch paint dry. How exciting! Okay, good. I don't know if the mic is actually picking up the blow dryer. That's great. Hey, Chipster. Hello, Thought Smith from the No Rules Bar Discord. How are you doing today? Are you up to any fun games right now? Playing anything particularly cool? Alright, this is working quite well. We are looking very dry. Except for this one, that last rock that we did. It's okay, we're working on that. We're working on it. Really want to make sure our dirt textures, especially, yeah, they're not fully dry yet. They're still a little wet. We can't dry brush until they're fully dry. Let's also bring these little guys over, because we want to be able to work on them too. Their bases might actually be solid enough for me not to do the dry brush yet, but at least to do the horns on them. Oops. What did I knock over? Ah, some bits. Whoopsie daisy. Nothing too terrible. Just a little Mandalorian. Just a little Mandalorian that we're dealing with that I knocked over because the cord hit it. Oh well. Okay, I think I got everything of all the pieces that just spilled. There wasn't that many. So, skeleton horde. Skeleton horde. They can sometimes, but if you hit them with heat, I find that they speed up. Like these ones are actually, yeah, with like the exception of like one little thing there that's still feeling maybe a little soft. They're actually feeling pretty good. So I'm gonna go ahead and they're at least, like I said, it's firm enough that I can confidently go in with my skeleton horde, and I don't feel like I have to worry about it. So. Also, now my mat's really warm. It's nice. All right. Alright, that's one side done. Get some bone there, some bone there. Let's get on the other side while it's still wet so it stays even looking. There we go. Okay, that looks great. Oh, let's not finish that claw and leave it gloopy because that would look bad. Okay, that looks good. Let's get this side. We need more paint on our palette. Oh, thank you! You know, I haven't... You're the first person, Thoughtsmith, that has called them Nerf-like, and I like that. Originally, my idea was going, Hive Fleet... they might be meat for somebody. So, Hive Fleet Maleficent is the name of the Hive Fleet that I've created. Based off of course, Disney's Maleficent. Not the live action, like her original cartoon version, which had a lot more purples and greens in it, because like the fire she had whenever she cast spells was green. And it's kind of based more on, I guess, her human form than like her dragon form, because her dragon form is a lot more black and purple. But hence why I did the black bases. Like I tried to pull that theme in, but I do like the Nerf comparison. That's great. I used to do a little bit of humans versus zombies in college, and a couple of other like Nerf battles as part of like club activities. It was pretty fun. Never did really anything with modding them. I never got that advanced. Although there were some people at the events that did. Although the humans versus zombies, they were a bit more strict about it. The other one, it was kind of free game. I bet you got hit with some pretty fast-moving darts. That was a fun time, though. Alright, there we go. Let's do a little bit of enhancement there, because it's a little shallow, or a little pale looking. Alright, I think... Oh, the teeth. The teeth, the teeth, the teeth. I knew there was something else. Go. Yeah, I've been on a very Disney themed kick recently with some of my paint themes and stuff. You'll actually see that tomorrow as well with what I have coming out on the yonder. There we go. There, your little teeth are done. Look at you! You're beautiful. You're a beautiful bug. You're a beautiful bug that I hope kills lots of things tomorrow. Alright, let's continue our process. Just found a bunch of purple that I didn't paint on his arm. Take care of that in a second. Can't let that go to the tournament. Okay. We have one more claw to do, and then it's the hooves and, I guess we have 3 more claws to do. Man, I'm really surprised that that contrast paint didn't just slosh off those rocks. Because I forgot to prime them. Like, I really was not thinking about it. I glued them down earlier before before stream started. Like an hour or two to make sure that they had a little bit of time to dry. Just so that they would be stuck on enough for me to be able to work with them. And I completely forgot to prime them. Just completely forgot to prime them. She really was one of the most regal... Actually, probably, like, the most regal Disney villain. Maybe Mother Gothel. She's also pretty regal. Her garb isn't quite as so most of the time, but... Get these hooves painted. Ah, it's so nice to feel like these are almost done. They've been in this, like, state of mostly finished for so long that I just kind of assumed I may never finish them, actually. And I'm really glad that I'm doing this so that I can, 1, get them done, and 2, just feel accomplished about having completed them finally. Since I started them last year. All right. All right. His little claws are done. Let's get that purple since we've got it out and just take care of that since I missed it. Have a good day and night to you as well, Chipster. Right? Yeah, no, it's going to be nice. Actually, I think everybody at this tournament is, in theory, going to have their armies fully painted because that's part of the goal. Is it's sort of designed for newer players, which I've not played that much of 10th, so I still feel like I qualify. And I forget my rules all the time because I'm terrible. Although I've been better. I've been trying to be better. Chaos Cultist has been helping me practice the last couple days, which has been really sweet of him. I mean, I guess it gets him practice too, but still. All right. All right, let's hit them one more time with the blow dryer. And I actually think I can start dry brushing, which is great because we just passed the 2-hour mark. And that means we'll wrap this up like on this stream, actually. Hopefully. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's work hard. I'm switching my paper towel around so I have a dry section for when I do my dry brushing. Did I bring Skaven Blight back in here? I thought I did. Where would you be, friend? Black. That's a brown. This. Skaven Blight Dinge, yes. All right. Blow dryer, where are you? Hey. Ursula would actually be a really fun high fleet as well. I completely agree with that. It's looking pretty dry, I will admit. Why not? Because you can't hear it? Because the blood doesn't seem to be picking up much. It's not on my audio. On my side. But that feels good, a bit hot. Yep, I'm feeling good. Now the big boy. Really just the center that I'm most concerned about. The edges are looking pretty dry. Oh, it only picks up the hair. Got it. So it's only picking up the hair dryer when I speak when I've got it on. Weird. It must be muting me for some reason and not the blow dryer. I guess it's just overpowering me. Okay, well, give me a sec. Let me finish this and then I'll continue talking. All right. The rack behind me on the wall that's horizontal? You mean this? This is not a rack, unfortunately. That's just my blinds. Or are you talking about that? Or are you talking about these, where the paints are sitting? I guess I'm not 100% sure. The rack directly behind me, like if you're talking about where my paints are actually sitting, like where all the bottles are, that is a Hobby Zone paint rack, which I got like a couple of years ago. They're very nice. They're a little on like the expensive side sometimes for some people, just because they're you're importing them from I think like somewhere in Europe. But I think I remember they were not terribly expensive. They go together really smoothly. You do have to assemble them, but it's all MDF, and so you just need some wood glue. And honestly, it went together very seamlessly. If you find that you have like globs or something, you can sand it down. They fit together really nicely, and there's a bunch of different varieties. The one on the wall, so that thing. So the one on the wall, those are just, those come in the Citadel paint storage thingamadoodle that Games Workshop sells. That's incredibly overpriced. but does fit their paints pretty well. It has a hexagon shape so that you can pop their pots into it, and that's what's on the wall. So like it's a black, it comes like there, it's a carry, or it's a hobby supply case. I don't know what they call it on GW's website. It's been years since I bought it. But yeah, it comes with like these hexagon shaped trays inside of it, which you can pop out and use as like, they actually come with these little legs that you can hook on the side. If you don't want to have it on the wall, you can like have them on your table and put the little legs on it and make it stand upright at like a little bit of an angle. But yeah, they're pretty nice. I like them. The only reason they're up there is because I ran out of space for some of these other things and I needed something. But they unfortunately only really, as far as I can tell, fit the Citadel paint pots. I have a P3. What's that P3 pot? Oh, I don't know where I did it, but I don't know where it went. And I don't know if that fits in it. So like, and I don't, and Army Painter won't. So they're very specific. I mean, you can if you have one of those because it keeps it upright. Like cause they stick into it. They're like the perfect shape. Could be possibly dangerous, but it's worked well for me. All right, let's get a just brush that we can use for dry brushing. This will work. I'm getting something a little flatter because I'm going against the grain of the ground, and I figure this will make my life a little easier. All right, let's get some of our paint off. All right, and we'll get to dry brushing. This is doing exactly what the other ones did, but it's always satisfying when it works the way that you want it to. You know what I mean? That's some... There we go. Kind of going a little heavy with this dry brush. Normally I would be a little bit lighter and get a lot more paint off. However, I'm only wanting to do this one color, and I find this gets me a little bit of a stronger just pop on those raised edges, because once it's dried, it's a little bit darker than it looks now. So it should blend really nicely and give us a nice volcanic look. Or like a basalt look. All right, there we go. So that one's done. We're gonna tap a little bit more skeleton horde on the front because I had to scrape off some of the texture paint that got on there. And I did take a little bit of the paint up with it. We can fix that easily. Like so. he is now done. Maybe with some tufting. Actually, we'll probably definitely put some tufting on there. We'll grit that in a second. All right. These are looking good. Right? It is slightly. I'm sorry it's slightly bouncing. Gotta get those vibrations going, though. There we go. That's looking good. Turn that lesson, turn the lesson, son. All right, that looks great. Nope, we need to do more. We need to do more. It's looking good, but it ain't looking like the other stuff. There we go. That's starting to be better. I'm gonna mix in just a tiny amount of my Administratum gray that I used earlier, just to soften this a little bit and get a little bit more of a highlight. I think I did actually do that on some of the other boys, so it should work well. Yeah, that's doing it. Alright, let's get the other boy real quick. Just give him a light dusting. I was wondering why I was getting a slight like off contrast there. Okay, there we go. I'm feeling better about that. They stand out a bit more now, which is great. Do they... They don't quite match the other ones that I've done. Hold on. Just gonna get some more paint. Get some more paint! So hold on. We gotta fix this. We gotta fix this. Oh, I just need to... nothing bad. I need to brighten up my bases a smidge. We'll pull out the pure white. Okay, this will do it. If it doesn't, I will cry. Yeah, that's it. Just gonna do a very light dusting of this, just to hit those raised highlighted edges. Yeah. All right, there we go. Now they are matching. See, it's looking pretty good, right? I realize that because I've been shaking it back and forth, you probably haven't seen it too much. There we go. These are not quite the last minis to do. There's one more big boy to do, but I need his base to dry. Ooh, it's drier now. Okay, good. It was still wet when I was blow drying it earlier, but this is our last boy to do, which is actually exactly what we're going to work on now. So let's do this and it will be done. We will be done with these nids. Oh my god. I'm ready. I'm ready to be done so that I can play with them. Alright, we need some more Skaven Blight Binge. Oh, they do kind of have a Venus flytrap look, don't they? That's cool. Very fitting for Nids as a theme. Looking sick. Alright, this is going to take a little bit of time just because it's such a big, bloody base. You could fuck up your textures and completely ruin all the work that you had previously done. Like, the model itself would probably be fine, but you may, like, smudge the drying paint beneath the topmost layer that has solidified. But if you press on them, sometimes you can really feel that the beneath section, like the inner section, hasn't dried as fast because it's not exposed to the you know, raw air. It's got that layer over top of it. So it takes a little bit longer to dry, and if you press too hard when you're dry brushing, which some people can because they can be very heavy-handed, myself included, especially when I'm working on terrain, like I'm a lot heavier-handed then, you can press too hard and just really make a jagged, unnatural look appear in your paint, which might require you to either go back over it with some more texture paint, which is going to, of course, take longer to dry, etc., or you can maybe cover it with tufts. But if you do it too often and you make too many of those errors, you're gonna end up just covering the whole thing in tufts, and it may not look good that way. Especially like for my piece, I don't really want a huge number of tufts. I'm gonna put some near the rocks, but I don't want it to be just all tufts. If I was gonna do that, I would have just flocked it. Yeah, and you're right. Thoughtsmith is completely right. If it's crackle paint, so unlike this, which is just drying as sort of a solidified rock, there are some paints that will crackle when you paint with them, which gives you a really, really cool effect, and it ends up looking like active lava. However, if you were to do that before they were dry completely, you could absolutely just flake one of those off, and then you just see the raw base underneath, and it's not going to look good. And, you know, lava isn't necessarily going to need tufting because it's fiery. So unless you're going with like an alien landscape or something, that may not fit your aesthetic, and it could be really detrimental to your build. Depending also what type of brush you're using for your dry brushing, like for example, I'm using this flat brush. If my surface was not completely dried before I started dry brushing, the fennel, which is what you hear sort of scraping potentially against the, like if you hear a clink, 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 like texture, like that, that's my fennel, which is the metal part of the brush, scraping against the texture, and if it wasn't dry all the way, it could take it up, which again would not be ideal. The only time you don't want to make sure your paints are already dry before you start adding additional paints or doing other things to them is if you were specifically trying to wet blend, which is literally blending the two colors together while they're still wet, hence the name. I'm really liking the way this is turning out. I actually find dry brushing as a very cathartic and like satisfying process to do. Because I feel like you get, especially on basing, you get such cool, like natural looking results, especially for stone. God, it looks so rad. Alright, so that first little bit looks great, but we need to emphasize it with some white paint mixed in. Oh, Alex, I'm really glad. I really like to go with those the slightly more classic, very bold color schemes that you used to see back in the day, I guess. I find them very enjoyable to work with. And contrast colors especially, I think, well, really just the color palettes in general nowadays, I think really speak to that a little bit more, because they do get very vivid. Like, I mean, these colors are just gorgeous together. Alright, let's get a little bit of a lighter highlight. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Just trying to bring out some of the highlights on these stones that were pre-sculpted on our model. And I don't mind if these get a little bit lighter than the dirt, because they're not necessarily meant to be the exact same stone. Alright. I think that section's done. Let's keep moving on to the next section, because we're almost done. Yay! Okay. I think we're almost finished. All right. Then there's one little section that I think I went a little too hard. Let me just go back in and use my darker color to soften that a little bit. There we go. There we go. Back in with a little bit more of the lighter color. Tame that back again. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All right. Okay, I'm feeling great. There's one final thing we must do, and that is tuft them. Which I rearranged these in one. Yeah, here we go. Some of my Gamer's Grass tufts, which they actually, you may have seen me post about it on Instagram. They actually sent me a ton of new... Hold on, let me see if I can spread them properly. To just split it into two. So they sent me 8 of their new, like, little tufts, which I think these are so cool. I've actually have some of their OG colors of these, but they've added a bunch of new colors. But the reason I like these is because they're tiny. Like, look how like flat they are. You see how flat those are? And that's fantastic because I'm going to use these on my Flames of War minis because they're so tiny. This will be scaled, I think, more closely to what they should be. And I'm super pumped for that. Additionally, I can start using them to really fill in some smaller areas, like right underneath feet or something. If I didn't get my texture paint down enough, it's going to be great. They did. They sent me too many tufts to show off at once. I'm so sorry. And I really appreciate Gamer's Grass for doing that. It was completely out of the blue and unexpected. Like, they didn't contact me beforehand or anything. It was just like I guess they're doing a promotion for them right now. And I figured I really like Gamer's Grass tufts. I talk about them all the time. And I think I've recommended them in some of my, like, what should you get for people for holidays or gifts that are, like, small and easy to, like, carry around. The tufts are a great option. I need tweezers. And they're over here. Sorry, because I rearranged everything, I haven't fully, like, figured out where all my shit is. Okay, so what I'm thinking is I definitely want... I'm gonna put this size tuft right there. The thing that I also really like about the Gamer's Grass stuff, just to hype them a little bit more, they're self-adhesive, so I don't really feel like and I've never really felt like I've needed to use glue. All right, that looks great. I'm going to put a tiny one right here. And then we're going to put this big one right there. All right, let's get another larger one right there. Okay, looking great. I think I want to put one right here. Oops, sorry. There we go. So we got some there. Let's go ahead and put... Actually, not one there. Let's put one here, though. There we go. I'm glad you're enjoying it, Alex. That is fantastic. All right. I feel like we need a little bit more over here, so let's grab this big chonker. Let's put that like there. Okay, I like that. Let's do a little one. Oh, okay, well, we'll take 2 then, I guess. All right, let's take this medium one. I kind of want to just stick it right there. Okay, and now the little one that I actually wanted. Oh my god, get off, please. Do I like that? I think I want to put one more actually around here. Yeah, I think that looks good. You know what? I think I want... Do I want it there? Yeah, I like that. I'm just gonna go tuft crazy. He's got such a big base, I just feel like it can use. Oop, that's a little bit of spare whatever. Okay, one more. One more. Right there. Does that look okay? This is the other reason you want to make sure things dry fully. Especially if you're using self-adhesive tufts or if you're gluing them down, you can take some of your paint up, as I did right there. Which means that that tuft, unless I do use some glue, is dead. But I actually kind of like what it did where it pulled it up. Oh, that had too much white on it. Okay, sorry. I should check my brush before I do that. Let's soften that. It's okay. It's all right. We can blend it in. We can blend it in. Nice. All right, that is better. That's blended. And I kind of like the crevice it's made. So I'm going to leave it. I'm actually going to just like leave that little... Do I like that though? Should I put it there? You know what? Okay, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use a bit of super glue, which I have right here. Too much. All right, that looks better. All right. The one thing I am going to try to do is I see like a little bit of moisture from my super glue, so I'm going to see if I can dab that up so we don't have a glossy finish. All right, perfect. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, the nids are complete. I think I have to rim their bases, but I'll do that later. They're painted black already. They got dirty while I was handling them, so I should probably re-rim them all. However, I think they're actually all done now. It only took me too long. It took me too long, but... You want to see it again? Here you go. There you go. If you want to see it one more time. There you go. I have to work on... I do have plans to continue working on my Flames of War army, but the next thing that I'll probably be streaming, which, by the way, I will not be streaming tomorrow because of the tournament I'll be at, so I do apologize, but we will not be having a stream tomorrow. We'll have one again on Tuesday, though, so don't worry about that. But the thing I'll probably be working on is building my Bretonnians. My hope is that maybe... Yeah, my hope is to get the Flames of War guys done potentially off screen. But if you guys want to see me paint the Flames of War like little dudes and all the little tanks and stuff on a stream, do let me know down in the comments, because I am totally open to doing that. I was just intending on sort of riding the hype of the old world that is currently just saturating the wargaming universe and build some Bretonnians. But I'll let you guys let me know what you are more interested in seeing. It'll probably be at least the Bretonnians on Tuesday, but maybe we'll jump back into the Flames of War guys on, like, say Friday or Saturday of next week. I'm sure I'll probably still be working on them. I'm sure I'll be having something going on that'll slow me down and hold me up and blah, or I'll just get tired. Or I'll just get tired and I'll need a break. But regardless, I think I am going to go ahead and end today's stream. We have gone for almost an hour over when I was originally intending, but I really enjoyed this dry brushing, and they are done, which I am... Yes, I'm feeling good about it. All right, guys. Thank you so much. I'll see you all next time, and I hope you all have a very wonderful hobby night. See ya!